Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to take a look at my plants so far. So one of the things that I kind of had a problem with when it came to organic growing that I didn't really think about was termites. There's termites crawling all along this log, and what happened is they came in here into the root system of my squash plant, and they basically hollowed the whole thing out all the way down into the root system and killed it. And by the time I realized it, it was too late. So one of the things that I advise when you are doing organic growing is to get you one of those little spray bottles, from the cosmetic area in Dollar Tree or Walmart, and fill that up with some water. Fill the whole thing up with water. Put like a little teaspoon of lemon juice in there, and then put a little pinch of cayenne pepper, and then you want to spray that all over your plants and your root system to keep termites out of there, keep the weevils out of there, keep the roly-polies, all that good stuff from eating up your plants. Over here, unfortunately, even though I thought it was labeled properly, even though it wasn't, but these are all cantaloupes. And I thought these were sugar baby watermelons, and they are not. So right here you can see this one's growing pretty good. See how it's still attached down in here? When it is ready, it'll just basically pop right off. And here, sitting over here, is a perfectly ripe one. As you can see, it's got this yellowy color. It kind of looks like one of the ones from the store. Then you can press on this area here. Make sure it's got that hollow inside, and make sure it's kind of like a golden white color. That's what you're looking for. Know that your plant will grow really, really far. These were only 2 melon plants, and as you saw in my previous video, it took up quite a bit of space. But when those are ready, those will basically just pop right off the little tendril stem. Now, one of the important things too is that these leaves right here, these catch the sunlight, and then those nutrients from those leaves go into the plants. Now, if you see this one isn't ready yet. It's still green right in here. Same with that one. Still got the green lines in it. That's not ready yet. But this one right here, this is my carrot plant. I've just been kind of letting it just go pretty much wild. And I want to get it as big as possible before I pick it. One of the neat things about this plant, though, was I got to see some little caterpillars on here, and they were actually monarch caterpillars. So I left them alone and just let them kind of hang out here till they got too fat, and were, just make sure they didn't tear up too much of my plant. But it did all right. It's still got pretty, all these leaves here, and that catches the sunlight, and that goes into the root system to help make that carrot grow, because a carrot is pretty much just a root. And then over here, I got some more carrot. I just kind of planted it in here. If you live in Missouri like me, sometimes the ground can get really, really hard, especially if you live by a lake. So if you have problems like that, when you're planting your plants, dig a big hole in here in your garden. Take that soil out, and then put that potting soil in there with the plant like I showed you, and that'll really help it attach and help the roots grow better, and help it just basically grow better in the hard soil in Missouri. The other problem I had with this is, because this is all grassy area, so what we wanted to do was we weed-eat it all right here, and we lifted up these plants, and I really shouldn't have done that, because they have these little curlicues that come out of this vine, and those kind of hold on to other things, and then they kind of plant themselves into the ground. And that actually helps with the nutrient system. So basically, like, all of this is like one big giant vein that spreads out from the root system together. So this right here is like just one giant plant. One of the cool things, though, is I did happen to get about 4 to 5 really big squash. This one's probably not going to make it. But I did get those, and I cooked those up, and they were absolutely delicious. I have eaten one of my cantaloupes already, and that one was really, really sweet. Just make sure that you don't let it sit too long. Once it reaches that golden color and it kind of pops off of that tendril, just immediately take it inside and wash it. Now, this is my pepper plant. This one has done pretty well. It took a little while to get going, but it's got, you know, in here it's got some really nice little peppers. And when those are ready, they pretty much just pop right off the plant. You don't really have to pick them, just watch them, and when they're ready, they'll just kind of come right off of there. I've already had one that's really delicious. It's way better than the stuff that you get at the store. But these plants right here, you want to make sure have the pepper plants in general need to have as much sunlight as possible. Alright, so that's pretty much it for my garden. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my channel, and I hope you have a great day.